If you're looking for digital product ideas that are actually profitable and that can realistically make thousands of dollars every month, then this video is for you. There are tons of different types of digital products out there, but not all of them can command a high enough price point or have high enough market demand to be able to generate this kind of revenue. I've done the research and discovered 8 different digital products to sell online that are proven to make from $7,000 all the way up to $100,000. So we're going to take a closer look at each of these so that you can decide which one might be the right fit for you to sell to make money online. All right, first up is a wedding planner. Planners in general sell really well on platforms like Etsy, but specifically the wedding niche is in super high demand all year long. Your wedding planner could take a lot of different forms. You could sell this as a Canva template that someone could go in and then edit themselves and use inside their own Canva account. You could create this in more of a spreadsheet version using something like Excel or Google Sheets, or you could create a planner for a planner app like GoodNotes or Notability. When I was looking into this, I did some research and found this listing on Etsy that is for a Canva wedding planner. It's currently priced at $10.12 and has made 9,868 sales, putting its total revenue at over $99,000. I also found this listing for a wedding planner that is in a spreadsheet format using Google Sheets. This one's priced at $22 and has made 1,909 sales, putting its total revenue at $41,998. This is an amazing type of digital product, not only because it's in high demand, but because it can become passive. All you do is create the planner once in whatever software or tool you're using, and then it can sell on autopilot over and over again without you having to ever touch it again. Orders come in, the link to access it is instantly delivered to your customer, and you don't have to lift another finger to fill or ship any orders. Your wedding planner can be as simple or as robust as you want it to be. You can include lots of different things like pages for wedding planning tips, a timeline checklist, a guest list tracker, a seating plan, a budget tracker, a vendor comparison sheet. The list goes on and on. Now, if you're someone who knows you want to sell digital products, but maybe you're just getting started, or maybe you already have some digital products created, but just haven't been able to get the kind of traction and momentum and sales in your shop that you've wanted, then I have something that's going to be super helpful for you. It's my deep dive, 45-minute long digital product powerhouse masterclass, where I go over the 4 crucial steps that you'll need to take to start and grow a profitable digital products business, one that's earning consistent revenue and consistently getting in front of new people so that you can have those daily sales coming in. So I've got that class linked in the description box below in case you'd like to check that out. You can watch it on demand, again, totally for free. Click that link and hop over to watch after you get done here watching this video. All right, let's move on to digital product type number 2, which is a logo design. Business branding in general is an amazing digital product niche to be in because there are a lot of different types of business branding products, but logos are specifically in high demand as new business owners or business owners who are wanting to rebrand are coming online to find designers who can create this for them. Take this listing, for instance. This is an offer for a custom business logo priced currently at $455 that's made 16,936 sales, bringing its total revenue to over $77,000 just for this one listing. The shop is full of different listings like this, so you can imagine the high monthly revenue that they're bringing in total with not just this one, but all of their different listings combined. This is also just their base offer for the logo itself. They do have an upgrade option, which includes a whole business kit other than just the logo, which would put that total revenue even higher, assuming some customers are choosing that upgrade. If you want to offer something like this, it is a little more custom, so you'll be working with your customer to get their idea and their vision for their branding, create the logo, and maybe revise it before you send them the final file. But you can shortcut your process if you're saving designs that you created in the past and then just using that library of designs to tweak or edit things a little bit here and there for each new customer, so you're not having to completely start from scratch every time. All right, moving on to product type number 3, which is a workbook or an ebook template. Now, these types of templates are mostly geared towards coaches, course creators, any business owner that might have an audience that they want to create a workbook for or create an ebook for, but they don't want to start from scratch. Maybe they don't consider themselves really great at design, so they're going to use your template to go in and create their own workbook or ebook to support their students or clients. These types of templates are most often sold as Canva templates, so you would just create this in Canva and then generate a unique Canva template link to deliver to your buyer so that they can then access that template within their own Canva account, make any changes or edits they want, and download from there. Now, you will have to have the upgraded Canva Pro plan to be able to generate this type of Canva template link to sell. So if you don't have Canva Pro yet, I've got a free 30-day trial for Canva Pro linked in the video description box below. That'll give you 30 days to try out Canva Pro totally for free. So not only will you have access to generate these types of Canva template links, you'll get access to all of the upgraded Pro Pro features, fonts, graphics, photos. There are so many amazing things you can do with Canva Pro. So definitely give it a try if you think you might be interested in using it to create these types of digital products by using my link in the description box below. Now, most often this type of workbook or ebook template is going to be created in an A4 or US letter size. And if you're unsure of the actual content, what to put in the template itself, you can always use a tool like ChatGPT to brainstorm, give it some context about what you're wanting to create, and ask it for ideas for the different pages that could go inside a workbook or ebook template. Now, before we move on to the next product, I've got something again that's going to be super helpful for you if you are a beginner in this whole world of digital products. This is what I wish I had had when I first started selling digital products. It's my digital product starter guide. It's a free download that you can grab that'll give you the basics and the need to know information when you're first getting started creating and selling digital products online. It goes through different types of digital products you might consider, file types, resolution, sizing, aspect ratio, softwares to create different types of products. It's basically your shortcut to get started fast. So that's totally free for you. I've got that link below as well if you'd like to grab that and use it as sort of a blueprint as you get going. All right, digital product type number 4 is a bundle of Lightroom presets. If you're not familiar, Adobe Lightroom is a software that a lot of people use to quickly edit their photos to make them look more professional and visually appealing. For those of us who might not be experts in Lightroom, but we want to have those effects applied to our photos to level them up, we'll use presets that are already created to just simply, with one click, apply to our photo so we don't have to be the ones in charge of trying to figure out the brightness, the exposure, the contrast, the shadows, everything that goes into making a photo appear professional. So if you're someone that has an eye for photography or editing photos, or if you're familiar with the Lightroom app, you can create these presets to sell to people like me who want a shortcut for editing their photos. Generally, with this type of product, you're marketing these to people like influencers, content creators, business owners, really anyone who has an online presence who might be using photos for their website or for their social media content. And you can create these presets in whatever style you want. There are different aesthetics. So you might create a bundle that has a light and airy vibe. Maybe one of your bundles could be more of a dark and moody feel. You could create a boho set or a rustic set. You can do a little bit of research on a platform like Etsy to see what's selling well in this niche and get some inspiration to see how you might be able to create your own version and put your own twist on it. If you're really going for it, you could create a huge bundle to offer something like this listing that's currently priced at $597. It's made 13,172 sales, generating over $78,636. But you don't have to sell a huge bundle. There are some listings that are still really successful with just a few presets as part of a smaller kit. Take this listing, for instance, that's currently priced at $2. It's made 1,714 sales, which means it's generated $3,428 with only 15 presets included in the bundle. So this is just proof that you don't have to have a massive bundle of hundreds and hundreds of presets to be successful selling this type of product. Now, I don't have time in this video to give a full tutorial on how to actually create these types of Lightroom presets, but there's tons of great free information on YouTube. You can just Google how to create Lightroom presets and get started that way. All right, moving right along to number 5, and this is text-based wall art. Wall art is hugely in demand as a type of digital product and is a huge niche with lots of sub-niches included, but one of those sub-niches that I found people are searching for on a consistent basis that's doing really well are wall art designs that are text-based. So we're talking specifically about using text in your design, which could be an affirmation, it could be a motivational saying or quote, it could be song lyrics, it could be a book excerpt. The sky really is the limit here, but there are so many of these currently doing well and making it to bestseller status on Etsy. When I was doing some research, I found this listing for a set of 3 posters that is meant to be an affirmation for a kid's room. The set is currently priced at $486 and it's made 324 sales, generating over $1,574 in revenue. I also found this listing for a cute wall art print that has song lyrics in it. It's currently priced at $699 and has made 108 sales, putting its revenue at over $754. Now, this might not seem like a lot compared to the other numbers we've been talking about, but this listing has only been up for 1 month. So think about it. If you could put in the time and effort to create a wall art design like this once using a software like Canva, list it for sale, and then not have to ever again touch it, edit it, fulfill any orders, it's literally just passively selling over and over again, making you this kind of revenue monthly, I'll take that any day of the week. And again, this listing listing for one specific wall art print is just proof that you don't have to offer this massive bundle of hundreds of designs together. You can be successful if you're intentional with your design with just one print or a set of something like 3 or 4 together. All right, next up on our list are Airbnb host tools. As Airbnb has become more and more popular over the last few years, Airbnb hosts have needed more professional tools to be able to offer really great service to the people who are staying in their homes. One specific tool that every Airbnb host needs that they go online to look for help with is the welcome book. Most Airbnb homes will offer a welcome book with important instructions, things that the people who are staying with them will need to know. Some will offer a printed version that's actually in the house when the guest arrives, and some will send a digital version even ahead of time. But again, if you think about it, many of these hosts are not graphic designers. They may not feel super confident creating something really beautiful for their welcome book, and they don't want to start from scratch. So they're going to come online looking for a template for this sort of thing that they can just go in, change the wording around, change a few things here and there, and have ready to go. So this is another great type of product that you can offer as a Canva template. You'll go in and create this in Canva, generate that unique Canva template link, and deliver it in your listing. Now, as I was doing some research, I realized that a lot of these listings are offering both a digital and a print version, meaning that you would be offering 2 different Canva templates. The digital version would be formatted for mobile phone usage, and the one meant for printing would most likely be created as an A4 or US letter size. There are lots of different things you can include in your welcome book template. You could have a things to do page, check-in and check-out instructions, local directions, Wi-Fi info, important things to know. Again, if you're ever not sure what you should include, you can always do research on other similar listings, but you can also use tools like ChatGPT to help you brainstorm and come up with ideas. So just to show you how in demand this type of product is on Etsy, if you look at this listing, it's currently priced at $24.17. It's made 1,104 sales, giving it a total revenue of over $26,683. Similarly, this one is priced at $14.33. It's made 1,495 sales, bringing its revenue up to over $21,423. Moving on to our next product type, and this niche includes resources for teachers. This is a really broad and wide category that you could go a lot of different directions with, but a few sub-niches within this that I see doing really well on Etsy are printable tools and activities for teachers, students, and teacher-specific planners. So take this listing, for instance. This is a bundle of pre-K and kindergarten printable activities, worksheets, coloring pages. It's priced pretty low at $165, but has a huge quantity of sales, probably because of its low price, with 21,145 sales, bringing its total revenue to over $34,889. You could also go the route of something like a teacher planner, which could be created for a planning specific app like Notability or GoodNotes, like this one that's currently priced at $949 with 745 sales, meaning that this one listing has brought in over $7,070 just in the 5 months that it's been listed. That's over $1,000 in passive revenue every single month just from this one listing. Okay, moving on to our next product, which is a website template. These types of templates are again in high demand because there are people who are online business owners, creators, coaches that are building out websites for their businesses, but maybe are not super techie or don't know how to build out their own website from scratch. So you could offer this as a product to give them a shortcut. There are all kinds of website templates out there. You could provide an entire template for a whole website, including things like an about page, a home page, a contact page, but you could also provide more simple website templates for a single landing page or a single sales page. Now, these are going to be specific to a platform, so you'll need to think about which one you're most familiar with or could learn easily, but you'll see templates like this selling for Shopify or for Thrivecart or Kajabi. So though this one might have a little bit of a higher learning curve and be a little more technical, you can also charge a higher price point than most types of digital products because it requires a little more technical know-how and skill. Take this listing, for instance. This is for a Shopify specific e-commerce website. This one's priced at $79.20 and has made 158 sales, bringing in $12,513 in revenue. So if you're already familiar with building out websites in one of these specific platforms or website hosts, or if you might have the interest to learn, this can be a really great digital product to sell to make a high profit. All right, friend, remember, if you are on your digital products journey and need some help to get started or to get to the point where you're making those consistent sales, then click the links in the description box below to grab your free digital product starter guide and also to hop over and watch my free deep dive masterclass, Digital Product Powerhouse. See you there.
Already packing, come with me. I'm not really asking. We'll get away to a place where we don't know.